Yeah, she kicked me out of her box. So y'all share it to her, share away. She didn't like my questions. I got lots of questions. Go ahead and share it to her. She can come into my box. Come on, Kate.
Hey, I know you're on mute, so I'll just do the talking.
Guys, I'm on the phone real quick. I'm pissed. So give me just a minute. Kate, grow some nuts and come up in my box, you bitch.
She won't. She won't. So, what got me started on her was that there was like a day and a night where she was acting like she was afraid of her boyfriend.
Digital, take it away. I'm on the phone.
Okay.
I'm on the phone. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm talking. Go ahead. Take this phone call.
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Can y'all hear me?
Bitch has a warrant out of another state. She decided to kick me out of her box, so it's on, bitch.
Right. She did this. She did something similar to me. So she was pretending like she had to sleep on concrete. People were very nervous for her. They were like, "Get in the car, lock the door, hide yourself, whatever the case may be." And she had bruising all over. It was crazy. And so someone told her I was streaming her, which I don't do. I don't stream anybody. She reached out to me and I was like, "Are you safe? Are you okay?" I put out the screenshots yesterday in my live. And she was like, "I am safe." I'm like, "So then why are you doing that?" And she was like, "We need to talk." And she She gave me her number. I told her, I don't need your number. Let's talk on Instagram. Well, she went back to her live after never contacting me on Instagram. Again, said I was streaming her. Again, said that I was doing all of these things that I wasn't doing. And when I went in her live, I'm like, why are you lying to people about me? She kicked me out, right? Same thing, blocked me, everything. So I went live yesterday and I showed it all because I wanted people to know this whole she's afraid, these things are happening to her, is all a lie, and she is covering for her mistreatment of those animals. That's what she's covering for. Now, my thing is this: if you're going to be a rescue. But then, if you don't have the money to care for their actual needs, some of these animals need more than food and water. And she ended up giving everybody in the house scabies because she didn't know what to look for. And now she plans on leaving and going back to Illinois. So my question was, well, who's going to take care of all of these animals you brought in? Who's going to, we're talking about, her name is Kate099, but her real name is Caitlyn Blake. So who's going to take care of all of these animals if you're going back to Illinois? Now, I said all of that in my live. I've never once called on her. I don't know where she lives. I don't know where she is. I don't know who she lives with. None of that ever concerns me. I was initially actually concerned for her safety because I thought she really was being forced to sleep outside. And when she told me that all of that was basically a skit of hers, that pissed me off because there are people who are really facing those issues. There are people who are actually in DV situations. And as women, we tend to believe the women. So there are people who support her who are legitimately concerned. And what pissed me off is she was like, it was TikTok. And immediately one of her mods was like, that digital lady, yo, don't put false jackets on me. Don't put me out there like that's something that I'm doing. You don't have a clue, but I was the only name mentioned. And I don't even stream people. So why did you try to say it was me? Now, she wants to say, I rescue dogs out of the street. Well, bring them where they can be taken care of. Because clearly you cannot when you're begging people for money to have a cold drink. How are you feeding these dogs? And then you have the one who has the broken nose who can't breathe. And OG came in and just be like, listen, like, let me help you out. And she dropped her out the box talking about, I don't want this, on my TikTok, but you could call me privately. She always wants everything taken off the app because she doesn't really want anybody to know the truth of what's going on, which is why she gave me her telephone number. But do not ever put a false jacket on me. You have people believing that I'm out here coming after you. I've only talked about you twice. Twice. So I'm now calling the police. And then when she was like, it was somebody from TikTok. Somebody asked her, how do you know? She was like, because they told me. But then in the same breath was like, it's either a warrant or civil. So how could somebody...
And they're actually on her property, and I want to report it. There is one with a broken nose that's on her property.
I can barely breathe.
I want it. I'm reporting, so I don't know who I need to talk to.
He knows she's lying. She lied to him. She was like, I'm off live now, baby. And he was like, you're off live? She's like, yeah, while she's staring us in the face. And I'm supposed to believe she tells the truth everywhere else? He said to her, if you get arrested, I'm deleting the app. Yeah, she said she had 20 dogs. But you want to be a rescue. You don't even know how to identify scabies in a dog. Be for real. But her people better watch it because I will put you on full blast. Everybody knows I do not stream anyone. I don't even know where she is. I don't have
And
a
she
clue.
she she accuses me of streaming her. I've never streamed her. I do post her recordings on TikTok. I mean on YouTube, excuse me. And I have been posting her for almost a year now. I've been watching her and posting her on YouTube.
The Polk
All right.
County. All right. I'll do that right now. Thank you.
If she does come back on live, I will stream her. She wants to
I called the
stream, I'll stream
cops.
her.
Wait, hold on, guys. I called. I called. You got a problem with it, Kate? I don't. I'm worried about the dogs, not you.
Because she's been on this app begging and lying and doing all kinds of stuff for almost a year now. And the situation has only gotten worse, continued to progressively get worse and worse and worse. I'm still reviewing some of the streams over the last few days. I've been trying to like go through them, and that's why I've been posting videos, because I'm going through these streams and I'm finding problematic things. I'm clipping it up and making it into videos to spread awareness about it. But in one of the videos I just watched, she admitted that at least 10 or 11 dogs have unalived just in the last month alone. So she's already been a very big issue for a very long time. But now that the neglect of these animals is involved, it's just getting worse and worse. I mean, this is the whole reason why she's involved in a whole thing with CPS. She was accused of neglect in that regard. And that's why she no longer has custody.
Even when people were saying that they think that this is
Hi,
about.
can I talk to an investigator, please, or animal control?
I can take your information. What's your address?
I don't live there. I'm making a report.
Do you know what address you're making a report about?
Yes.
I don't even know that information. But I have a thing. I have a thing for animals and babies and the elderly, especially. So my question was, what was going to happen to these animals that she's so-called taking care of if she's going back to Illinois? Because she was making the point that she was going back and that she had a job waiting for her. So that means you're leaving and you don't intend to come back. What is going to happen to all of these animals? But she hadn't left yet, so I wasn't calling. I don't even know where to call to tell them.
Well, I mean, she's been saying for over a month now, oh, I'm leaving to go back in 2 days. I'm leaving to go back in 2 days. I'm leaving to go back in 2 days. She keeps on saying that, but she never goes anywhere because she doesn't have enough money. When she does get money, I've heard allegedly that she spends it at the casino.
There's something off, right? And that was my concern. That something is off. Like there is some mental issue happening, and I'm not knocking her for that. Like some of us go through it. I've gone through it. But what was concerning me is that she has her mods and her supporters thinking
I was
that
actually in
all
her
of this.
I was in her box offering some assistance to her. As soon as I got to the point that she has a dog with a broken nose, she went ahead and kicked me out. My concern is the animals that are on that property, and I definitely would like a welfare check done, and I do want to be contacted back.
Okay, let me verify your phone number 715-530-30.
Whew, muted just in time.
Just in time.
Supposedly, she said that she had a warrant out for her arrest out of state. She's standing outside waiting for y'all.
Do you have her numbers of her address?
I have her telephone number if you need it.
Okay. Does she currently have warrants?
Not that I've seen, no, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely need a call back. Supposedly there's 10 to 11 dogs buried on our property.
There's more than 20.
Yes, ma'am.
Just 10 to 11 died in
All
the
right.
last.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, OG, she has admitted to having over 20 dogs buried in the backyard, but she said 10 to 11 of them were just in the last month alone. She's been there since July.
Hey, I almost didn't mute for my phone number.
I know we
Got
were
it just in time.
just in time. She's
Yes, I did tell him about the one with the broken nose. So,
Oh,
Caitlyn, I called. Hi, I'm Michelle. Fuck around and find out.
facts.
well, thank you for calling.
She acts like she does nothing wrong. And my problem is that the people in her chat know exactly what's been going on. And they keep telling her, you've done nothing wrong. If you can't actually take care of the animals, picking them up and putting them on your property that you also say is snake infested, is not helping them. And if you can't feed yourself, how are you feeding the dogs and the cats and the kittens?
And she's saying that she doesn't have enough money to take these animals to the vet. But yet,
Right.
when she comes on and she's begging, I have yet to hear her beg for even 1 penny to help those dogs and those kittens.
Nope.
She's always just begging for money for food and different things for herself. She
Yep.
has never asked for any help for any of those animals because I'm concerned about those kittens too. They do not
Me
look
too.
healthy. They look like they're missing patches of hair. They do not, they look like, and she said, yeah, I don't have money to take them to the vet. I'll have to do that sometime after I get a job. They don't, these animals are not receiving the most basic veterinary care. Most of them, I don't think any of them are spayed or neutered. So they
Nope.
keep mating and keep having more and more litters of dogs and kittens, who again are not getting any veterinary care and not getting spayed and neutered, and so this keeps going on and on and on, and they keep getting more and more animals.
Yep.
And then she's taken in ones that she finds out on the road somewhere that she
Right.
claims were sick. And what she gonna bring the sick dogs in to be around the other dogs that they already have there and have all of the dogs getting sick? Like they don't have their basic shots, nothing,
They have
nothing, what I
nothing.
was told.
And I'm supposed to believe they have food? And wait a minute. She also complained that there was something wrong with the well water. So is that the water you're giving the dogs and the cats? Something well water? That's something. And see, my thing is this, OG. I absolute respect. I respect what you do. You're the kind of person that needs, like, that could come in and actually make a difference for those animals if she actually cared about them. But she doesn't. I don't know. I asked this question in my live yesterday. I'm like, is she doing it to replace the loss of her baby? Like, why is she, and why is she always finding animals running in the middle of the road?
You don't. So I'm wondering if half of these animals maybe have homes, but have not been posted to be returned. Um, and for another thing, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I've never once seen a dog unalive from scabies. So it is animal hoarding at its finest. Is she replacing a child? No. What she's doing is she's abusing the voiceless. So you abuse your child who doesn't have a voice, and now you've moved to animals. But you fucked up when you kicked me out of the box.
I
So,
know that's right.
Caitlyn, I called, and what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You're going to
Oh,
do absolutely fucking nothing.
scam. She said that she was filing a restraining order on us. I'm like, well, go ahead.
Yep.
Because I would love for somebody to call the police on me, because understand they're going to ask me what I know. And that's all I
Yep.
always think to myself.
Yep,
Go
and I'm going to ask them for their email address so I can email them all these videos of her, all the things that she's been doing.
Yep.
So they can't put a restraining order on a first call welfare check. And I'm not doing it for the kids. I'm doing it, because dogs because people suck. That's the motto I go by. I could care less about her. I'm gonna be honest. Um, but I do care about the ones that can't talk. There is a dog that's in pretty rough shape that has a broken nose. Um, I'm not sure that she's buried dogs, and I'm going to tell you why. She wants that cause and effect. But she got the effect. It was just the wrong way. So, did you hear that she does not have a warrant?
I heard that.
Okay. So, she's playing the cause and effect. But you don't mess around when it comes to animals. You just don't.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have a thing for animals, babies, and the elderly. Don't like it. But if you're gonna call yourself a rescue, then actually rescue. And if you can't afford all of them, then take the two or three you can afford. And but she can't even do that because she can't feed herself. She's always begging for something to drink, something to eat. She literally lets us listen to her stomach growl. It's weird.
So, am I muted?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, so she was wondering who called. Y'all can point her my direction because I don't give a fuck. I did call. I did call because I want to know how the dogs are. And not only did I call to see how the dogs are, I also gave them an option that if they do have to take the dogs, to call me because I will make sure they go somewhere. So a lot of times the sheriff or the police department won't pull dogs because they don't have a shelter. They don't have somewhere for them to go. But the difference is when I call in, I'm the option. So I don't care. The thing is, Scam, I got in there this morning to try to see if she needed help for vetting. And immediately, I hadn't even called. I had not called. And she immediately kicked me out of the box when I brought up the dog with the broken nose.
Did you hear when she was like, "We OG, we could talk about it offline."
I,
You don't want to have to admit to what's actually going on.
Care about the dogs. It sounds like they were there to maybe try to see if she was there to have her served with whatever it is, whether it's a warrant or some kind of paperwork or something. She's been talking about how on her lives, she's been saying that CPS told her that they were going to be sending her some kind of paperwork. And she's been speculating about what that could be. She's like, maybe they're going to subpoena me to court, about the CPS issues, or maybe they're going to send me this, or maybe she's been speculating about that. So I don't know if that's what that paperwork is. It could be that she's just being served on some type of court document relating to the CPS case.
That's eventually what her supporters got to in the comments. They were like, "I think it's about your daughter. I think it's about your daughter." But my problem is the moment she got informed that they were coming, she immediately was like, "It's people on TikTok." Someone on TikTok. Why would they tell you that over the phone if they could just call you and say somebody called us from TikTok? Why would they tell you that and then need to come out? But that's what pisses me off because you want people to believe that that's what's happening to you, that someone's coming after you. Nobody is coming after you, girl. Your life is a mess.
Right. And she knows that she has that CPS issue going on. They already told her that they were going to be sending her paperwork. Plus, she's been claiming now for like at least 3 weeks, that a family member is trying to get her evicted from her apartment. Well, guess what? She abandoned it. She hasn't been there since July. She claims she's still paying her $43 a month rent on it. But essentially she abandoned it, and she's, blaming her family, saying they're trying to get her evicted. Maybe your landlord is sending her some eviction paperwork. That's a possibility too. Stoner, I think it was maybe around June. Bronco, are you asking for a picture? I have videos of her on my account. The most recent video on there is of her, and then the fourth video is of her. We were talking about Caitlyn Blake. Okay, Marlisa.
I don't know. I have a picture of her, but I don't know how to make it the screen. I don't know how to do that yet. I'm still not well versed.
Yeah, I mean, the situation has been getting really, really bad. Really, really bad.
This is the picture of her that I've used,
There you go.
and that's her at.
I posted videos and said, hey, if there I said right on the videos, if there is anybody here who if there's anybody that you think can help to get help for these animals, and to get justice for the animals that have unalived, please tag them. I mean, I've been trying to spread the word. Is it possible someone from TikTok called? Sure. I mean, I've been getting people. A lot of agencies have been contacted. Oh, there you go. OG, do you see Marlisa's comment?
Awesome, Marlisa. Awesome. I appreciate it.
Marlisa works in dog rescue, so as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for doing that. I mean, she would know who to call, what information they need, and all of that. So,
Okay, when you called this morning, did you call the sheriff's department, Marlisa? Did they call you back?
she said yes.
Okay. Marlisa, how many followers do you have? Can you request a box?
I'll drop.
No, you guys are good. I have enough boxes.
Marlisa's one of my mods.
I'm just wondering what they said to her. Here we go. Hi, Marlisa.
Hey,
What did they
I
tell you this morning?
do what?
What did they tell you this morning?
Um, I won't go into too much detail, but they did go out to check out a few things and talk to a few people. And they did say that they would attempt to go back. I just asked for a welfare check. I let them know what I have seen uh, from Caitlyn herself on videos, not what anybody's perceptions of the situation was, but just what I saw. And I also sorry, but I did give them your TikTok because that's where I saw two of the videos. So
Yeah, that's
hopefully,
fine.
hopefully they went there and looked at those.
Hello.
And so
Yes, sir.
basically,
How are you?
Marlisa, hold on for a second. She's talking to the-
Do what, sir?
You called in about some animals?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so what is it kind of do for you?
So I'm a content creator on TikTok, and I was in a girl's live named Caitlyn, and I had asked her how her animals was because I know she's buried a lot on her property. And as soon as I got to a dog with a broken nose, she kicked me out, basically, saying that she had a warrant for her arrest. And
I know it's hard to see, but that is a post of her and I's conversation where she admitted that she was safe, that all of that she was doing was for no reason.
Wow.
And then she said, I need advice from you, and gave me her number. And when someone tells me they need advice, I'm ready to give it. Like, what advice do you need? And I told her, I don't need your telephone number. Let's just talk on Instagram. We connected on Instagram. And then she went back to her people and told them that she asked me to stop streaming her. So I went in and I was like, why are you lying? I don't stream you. And I asked for a box. And she was like, yes, you do. And I was like, no, I posted a still photo to talk about it. And she was like, well, whatever. And then I always say, like, welcome to the grid. So somebody said that in the comments, like, well, welcome to the grid. And she was like, yeah, I want to be off of that. I asked you. And that's what made me post our entire conversation. She never once asked me to take it down. She said she needed advice and then never contacted me. She's a liar. She lied right to her boyfriend's face. She said to him, I'm off of live, looking dead at us. He was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard that. Did you hear him at the end mention something about selling rugs? What?
I did not hear that because I was writing furiously. I did, but I did hear him say that if she goes to jail, he's deleting the app.
He said something at the end about selling rugs. I have it all recorded. I'll be posting it on my YouTube.
And I love your YouTube. I'll be right over there to listen.
Yeah, and I'll do some clips of it and post a TikTok video too.
okay,
Beautiful.
so let me give y'all an update. The deputy just called me. I had to give him my information, which of course, I'm not worried about being like a tipster or anything like that. So he said that he would call me back, but he did say he's gotten many calls on it. But because I have it out for the dogs, I guess he will keep me informed. I said, oh, I'd like pictures. There is one there. Somebody just, sorry, I kind of went one way. Somebody, a DV situation, he is going to look into that, just so you know. But They think it might be the other way around.
Hey, OG.
Yes.
Okay, so what he did tell me too was in their county, animal control does not pick up strays due to the fact that their shelter is full. So there is a lot of strays in that community, and more than likely what she's doing is picking up these strays. But like I told him, once you pick that animal up, that animal becomes your responsibility. And that she had stated that instead of leaving them on the street, she brought them to her home, and at least she could give them food and water, and they could, pass there. And I told him that was unacceptable, because I know in a lot of communities where there's a lot of stray dogs, you do have volunteers. They might only go once a day, but at least once a day, they'll feed the stray animals in that area. And here she is coming in and removing dogs from an area that they might be getting food and water in that location. And there might be, even rescue workers doing it. And when they have room, they can kind of pick a dog up and try to get it adopted. But she's taken no veterinarian responsibility at all for any of the, well, I saw two kittens, or any of the dogs.
Hi, Kate. Come on in. Come on in, Kate. You pissed me off by kicking me out of your box. So now you fucked around, you found out. So go ahead, send an invite. You're in here, I see you. Come on in. Come on up.
And please let your people know that I wasn't the one that called on you.
I called, Kate. I called. I just called.
Women did.
And I called. Digital did not call.
You're damn right I called.
I called this morning at 8 o'clock.
I just called, so I could give two shits what you think, Kate. I was up there trying to offer you some help. And you think it's okay that animals just die or unalive in your I have a question, Kate. Have you had any of those animals that you picked up off the street? Have you had them scanned for a microchip? Just answer in the chat, yes or no. Yeah, she's in here. Kate, just answer yes or no.
And it's very sad that many dogs, and I don't know how many cats, have unalived on her property. It's such a short period of time. I've been involved with the shelters, rescues, and the Humane Society for many years, and I've never heard that in my life, that many is unalived on one
Yep,
property.
she said it was over at least 20 unalive animals buried in the backyard, and that at least 10 to 11 had unalive just in the past month.
And that's what flipped me to call this morning, was what the sheer number of it. I couldn't sit back and just think, well, she's in another state, just let her have her way. I just couldn't do it. So it breaks your heart. And she does not need to get another one.
Exactly. She's not going to stop.
She's talking about trying to get another one. She was talking about trying to get a husky from the shelter.
Thank God they denied her.
And my thing is, if you can't feed yourself, what confidence do I have that you're feeding the animals on a regular basis?
Well, like I said, in the 20 years, over 20 years I've been doing this, I've never seen a dog pass away from scabies. So that's bullshit. Another thing too
Absolutely not.
is Kate, the dog with the broken nose. The dog
That's
with
the
the
black.
broken nose, I would like to help.
And I also told them about that as well.
This is the thing, Kate. You feel like we're trying to come after you. That's not the case. There are those of us that truly care about animals. And if you are in over your head, that is okay. The first step is just admitting to yourself, I got in over my head and I need to take advantage of the kindness of other people who are willing to come in here and help me. But you got to let your pride go and recognize that you're in over your head because you can't afford vet care. And that's okay. Let somebody who can do it.
Well, I thought I'd heard her say as well that she had volunteered at the shelter before and that, she really loved animals. And I truly believe she might. However, food and water's not the only love. And I'll just be honest with you, if you have a dog with the mange, or she calls them scabies, I don't see her loving on that dog. I don't see her, snuggling that baby. I just think that she's in a position that if she has volunteered at the shelter, even one day, she would know what she's doing is not rescue or helping them.
Well, and she claimed that some of the dogs got hit out on the road by the neighbor, and she was blaming the neighbor. And in fact, one night she said that her and her boyfriend were going to go do something to the neighbor's tires on their car because they were mad at the neighbor. But then she later admitted that it was the reason that the dogs even got out to the road is because they left the gate open, and so the dogs were just going out onto the road. So they were not on a leash, they were not restrained, and they were not gated in.
Which is the response. And once you pick an animal up, it's your responsibility. Well, one is your responsibility to look for an owner. She can't assume every dog she finds on the street is a stray. I mean, some of these dogs might have people looking for them, and that's something she needs to think about as well. And Caitlyn, if you're in here, I don't know you, I don't follow you, I don't watch you, but when I heard out of your own mouth what was going on with these dogs, I had to call. So yeah, I called, and I'm sure that makes you mad. I'm sure it makes your boyfriend mad, but I'm sorry. It was the right thing for me to do.
110%. All of the bumps and the marks and all of that, she said that was from the scabies. So, and she said everybody in the house has it. And I believe that his mother lives there, her boyfriend's mother lives there, and I think she's sickly. So now you bring all of these animals around. You don't know what they have. You can't even detect it. And y'all are all living off of mama's social security check? Girl. And I'm sorry, but people, just because you like someone and you want to support them doesn't mean that you have to go along with everything they do. You don't have to tell them, oh, you did nothing wrong. You're great. You're this, you're that. When you know in your heart that something is off. A real friend is honest. Someone who really cares about you can look you in your face and say, I love you, but such and such and such. That's a real friend. When you're just being an echo chamber and making her feel like she hasn't done anything wrong or something isn't right about the situation, you're only exacerbating it. Now she got 10 people in her head saying, yep, I don't do anything wrong. I'm going to go out there and find another dog. I'm going to find another cat. I'm not going to take him to the vet because I can't afford it. Well, if you can't, then stop. This isn't your present calling. Go volunteer somewhere where it is and offer them assistance. Stop pretending like you're in a domestic violence situation where he's keeping you outside and you're so afraid you have to go run in the yard, go run into the woods that are infested with snakes. Like, stop the whole act, because you are making a mockery of people like OG and Marlissa that actually do it. You're making a
Hello.
mockery of the women who are already in DV situations and really are afraid. And for me, that's 10 steps too far. And as her friends, you should check it.
Hi, my Dee.
Hello.
So yeah, they don't know if the dog has parvo, distemper, rabies, heartworm, fleas and ticks, ringworm, and there's another type of worm, but it's kind of deadly. Heartworm? I said heartworm. No, it's a type of it's like almost like a type of ringworm, but this one's more deadlier.
While you think on that, Stacy G, Animal Control's not picking up stray dogs at the moment, but if they do find any dogs on that property that are being neglected or in need of medical care, they will pick those dogs up. But as far as strays in that community, they're not.
Well, and again, just remember that not too long ago, just a few months ago, CPS got involved, and it was because of neglect with feeding and neglect with bathing.
And if that's a baby, then a dog's definitely going to be second to that.
Yeah, about 6 months old at the time that CPS got involved.
OG, thank you. Katie, can you put me in the big box so I can show them the entire conversation? Why did I just mute myself? Okay, so
Can I scam and digital? Go ahead, do the live real quick. I've got the local animal control calling me from there. I'm gonna take the call real quick, and then I'm gonna mute real quick.
Okay. Are you able to read the message out? It's you're in the big box, but it's still really difficult to read. Are you able to read that digital?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. Of course, the whole time I was on mute. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm able to read it out. So, wait a minute. Hold on. My finger is getting in the way. Let me start at the very top. Okay, so as you can see, this is the very top of the messages. And she said, hey, can you message me here? Heard you were streaming me. And I said, I stream no one, but I have been watching. What is happening with you? Something seems off. She said, I'm not off at all. I didn't say you were off. I said something seems off. But anyway, let's go to the next page. And so I put the last line in there so y'all would see that there weren't any part of the conversation being missed. So she says, I'm not off at all, not getting abused. So I said, so then why are you saying you got kicked out and you were afraid because he was coming and you needed to sleep on concrete? Why are you telling people you have to walk through snake infested woods in order to eat? She said, can I talk to you, please? Can I give you my number? And I said, we are talking. I meant to say about it, but I said, we are talking about. And she said, what you messaged, I can't type it all. My number is, and she gives me her number. And as you can see, the next part starts off with sweetheart, I don't need your number. Oh, wait. Where's that page at? Did I delete it by mistake? Wait, let me find it.
There's a bit of a part there after you showed her number.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the actual paragraph where I say, sweetheart, I don't stream anyone. But I think I deleted it by mistake. Huh. Oh, wait. Hold on one second.
Well, while you
Anyway,
look, I also want to add that starting back, I started recording her and posting her on my YouTube last year in November. So November 2024. And so I've been posting her live streams on my YouTube. I have currently, let's see, 269 videos posted of her. And back in April, she got really mad that I was posting her live streams on my YouTube because people were seeing that I was posting about her scamming and about some of her other problematic behaviors and such. And I don't provide any commentary. I just post the live stream as they are. I have not streamed her on TikTok as of yet or anything like that.
Scamslam.
Yes.
I'm sending you a phone number real quick. I told them it'd be coming from someone else. They need the proof. Anything you have, he wants you to text it to him. So I'm actually giving you a cell phone number.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you on PM. Okay.
Okay. I'll check from my other device. So she got really upset with me back around April, and she sent me an email, and it said something like, stop posting me on YouTube. I am not the one.
Yeah.
And then she sent me a message on TikTok too, saying pretty much the same thing, like, stop posting me, you're stalking me, I am not the one. And then she made a couple of comments on the YouTube videos as well, like, why are you posting me here? Stop this. And I didn't respond to her at all. I just kept posting her, and I did not even respond to none of her messages whatsoever. Bev, she said 3 days ago in her live, she said that she was not pregnant. So I don't know.
Yeah. So let me just finish this real quick. So I said, sweetheart, I don't need your number. Are you in true danger or not? And y'all got to remember that the night that this happened, she's like, I have to sleep on the concrete. They kicked me out. And then she was like, he's coming. Oh my God, he's coming. And she runs off. And you could you can feel the fear that the audience had. They were giving her every advice. People were like, call the police, get in the car and lock the door. All of it was fake in the middle of the night. This was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So then she said, I just wanted to talk to you about what was going on. Okay. She said, I'm not in danger, needed advice. So I said, do you have Instagram? She says, yes. And she gave me the Instagram. And so I did that little, oh goodness, everything's in the way. I gave her that little okay. And this is the Instagram. And I was like, okay, we like connected here, cool. She was like, a voice call, and that's the last thing I heard from her. But to be fair, this is what's on her. Wait, did y'all hear any of that?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, this is what her Instagram looks like. The Instagram she gave me, and she also has a Snapchat. So this is what you're doing on Instagram.
She's selling herself.
Correct. On Instagram. I was like,
Well,
girl, you didn't have
she
another Instagram to send to me?
she gets money for doing things like that. Allegedly, I've heard that she um does different things or shows different things or whatever on Clapper in private rooms.
Yep. A lot of them do that. They will they come to TikTok, they reveal a little bit, or they send them to the Instagram. And then what a lot of them do is they use Snapchat for the pictures, because then they, some, I think they, what is that, like a disappearing mode on Snapchat where the photos delete after a while? But yeah, that's what a lot of them are doing. I think Trinity was doing that. Sam Malicious was doing that. I came across a whole nother girl that was like, "Oh yeah, it's $25 a photo," and she was sending them to her Snapchat, right on TikTok Live without any hesitation. Now use what you got to get what you want, Players Club, but stop acting like you're above everybody else, that you're not doing the things that you say, that you're not doing things that we have heard and witnessed for ourselves. I don't have to go real life, I just watch you.
Well, by the way, you noticed that Scamulicious ain't doing it no more.
I sure do.
Mm-hmm. You know about that.
I sure do. Yes, she has a daughter, but the daughter was taken away because of neglect. That's why. So OG came in and was asking her questions and clearly was trying to get to a point where she could offer her some assistance, whether it be getting the dogs or even like go to All for One's link tree. There is information there. I don't know what she was going to offer her, but she was kind, she was polite, she was empathetic. And at the moment she asked about the dog with the broken nose, Kate dropped her out of the box.
Yeah.
Why?
In fact, Kate said, "Oh, none of the animals need any help." And
Right.
then OG said, "What about the one with the broken nose?" And then that was it.
That number I gave you, scam, the one with the broken nose, do you just have a picture of it?
I'll find it. I'll find it.
If you could send it, just the picture, the color of the dog, and
Okay.
send, this is the one with the broken nose, to the number I gave you.
Okay, I'll find it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, when I was in her live, I was wondering who she was talking about. She kept saying some digital was streaming her. I didn't know it was you.
Yeah, it was me. It was me. And what you saw in the comments, she didn't say, "Can you take me down? Can you remove me from the grid?" She said she needed advice. So she goes back to her people and lies to them. And so the moment she said someone called from TikTok, immediately her mom, Nikki, was like, "That digital lady? Like, what?"
See, that's the only reason I came forward digital, is because I didn't want you unfairly blamed, and it doesn't matter to me. Um,
I appreciate
but
that
I
so
just
much.
didn't want other people unfairly blamed for it.
I
Well, you know
hear
what?
you,
I want you to
Marlisa.
take it
See,
with pride. I
raise
want you
your
to take it with
raise your
pride.
hand if you called.
Hey, at least two of us
And
today.
and what are you gonna do
At
about
least
it?
at least two today. And I was And I was gonna send you a message.
Oh, she's back. Let me invite her in. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm looking at the video of the dog allegedly with the broken nose, but I'm not sure which dog she's talking about. There's 2 dogs in frame.
It's the
And
black one.
okay, I got it.
We got her fired for abusing animals. Okay. Okay.
I saw that scam opera. I was like, isn't that convenient? Don't worry. She'll be on the grid tomorrow. Because how somebody called one time, you just started the job and they fired you. But people in the background were telling me there was no job. She was saying that to try to get the heat off of herself. And sure enough, she was right back to begging for money for the room, talking about, I can pay you guys back on Friday. How, if you just started on Tuesday? I don't know a lot of companies that are able to process payroll that fast. I don't believe it. So back to the grid you go. And you can be as upset about it as you like.
Oh, Dee Dee, I think we should bring back Miss Glow back to the grid.
Who's that?
You forget, girl? The one who says she lives in Dubai?
A phone is connected and charging.
I can't with Jennifer Serena. Because she is strictly using her looks and all of that to get money out of men. Nobody can stop her. The only way she could get stopped is literally if TikTok took away her account and banned her whatever.
I've emailed them.
They're not.
I've done every wording, and it still comes back as no violation.
Right. Because all she's doing is saying, I need help. And she doesn't even post her payment apps or anything like that. People have to message her and they get it to her.
Actually, her PayPal is actually in her bio.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if we can't get a Maggie, we're not going to get a Glow. And she changes her name constantly.
And it's funny, I've asked a family member to do me a big favor. I know it's against their job, but they're doing it. They're looking into her if she is actually in the US or she's actually in Dubai.
I don't think she's in Dubai, to be honest.
I posted the 2 photos in the verified chat on Discord.
Okay. Wait a minute, what happened? I don't know, but I was up with her until what was it, 2:30 in the morning? That she raged quit because there were 100 people in there and they wouldn't give her $20. My question is this: you act like in the last year and a half you've only asked for that $20. You have been getting people to give you money since you joined this app. But more importantly, since this situation started, you've been asking for money damn near every single day. Even right after you get paid, you find another reason to have to beg for money. You lied about Cash App holding your money. You lied about how far behind you are on paying your bills. You lie about the fact that this happened and that happened. You're lying and you're mad because somebody won't give you $20. But I bet you what? I bet you she'll be back in the hotel room today. I bet you she never walked out the door. And again, my question is, why all of a sudden are her dogs so incredibly good and quiet? Why isn't the one with the pit actually in her face anymore? Something about that doesn't feel right to me.
That's a good question, Digital, because like when you said about the gabapentin, it works on some dogs, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't work.
But the question is, she never took it to a vet, and she never went to a doctor for herself for her own bruises. So I don't know of any vet that's going to prescribe medication to a dog that they've never seen
Seen?
before. They have no blood work on, nothing. So it's whatever though. But I promise you, remember when she did the whole they won't reactivate my key, but all of her stuff was still in the room? She couldn't even
Yes.
charge her phone because her charger was in the room. Why would they lock you out of a room full of your stuff? They would tell you to pack it all up and get out. It was just so she could get cats.
Exactly.
But I'll be waiting to see if she gets on today, and we know she's going to.
Yep.
She's gonna sue and she's gonna ask for more money.
Thank you, Scam.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump
exactly.
down. I'm gonna jump down. OG, I know you're on the phone. Thank you so much for allowing me to come up and share some space with you. Skins,
Oh,
you know you are the queen. And Marlissa, thank you. You did not have to reveal yourself on my account, but I appreciate that you did. And I think you should literally walk around with a number one on your chest because what you did was heroic. It was
Thank you.
beyond, it was looking beyond her facade and concerning yourself with what was really important. So I thoroughly appreciate you for that. You
oh,
Thank
did
you.
the
Didi, are you
job
doing Carrie
today.
Walls tomorrow?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Marlisa.
Thank you.
That's what I
Yeah,
was
thank you,
asking because
Marlisa.
I have a Canadian
Thank all y'all for following her and making it happen. Bringing
that was
awareness.
almost got scammed by Carrie Walls.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you about that on another line because this one is focused on tea. All
Um,
right, guys, I will talk to you later. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Digital.
Bye
So
bye,
yeah,
Scam.
OG, I sent him 3 screenshots of the dog with the broken nose. I also messaged those to you on TikTok in case you need those. I just took quick screenshots from that video clip. And then I sent him the links to my 2 videos and also the live stream from today, which I put onto my YouTube. It's on unlisted right now. I will make it public for anybody who missed it, but it's on unlisted right now. And then I asked the officer, can you please confirm receipt? Thank you. And he gave me a thumbs up emoji. So he did receive it.
Awesome.
So one thing about animals, and one thing I truly believe in, um, if you see something, say something, and you guys did. You guys did. Animals don't have a voice, and I'll be the voice until I take my last breath when it comes to animals. Animals can't fend for themselves as far as eating, medical. Um, when they are locked up in a fence, it's your responsibility to get those animals medical. She failed to do that. They are just, yes, they're as helpless as children. That's 2 things I don't like is child abuse and animal abuse. And I won't sit back and watch it. And I give my full name when I call it in. I don't hide. Um, but I do, if you want to stay anonymous, I believe in that too. I mean, the more people that call in some situations, the better. There were 2 phone calls made. Um, and they are on it, y'all. Just so you know, they're on it and they are working it right now. So, um, I'll let you know, Scam Slam, or I'll let everybody know, um, how it's going. And, I didn't either. So somebody just said you don't see her account. Hold on.
And if I hear anything back, um, I'll let y'all know.
She also has a favorited account that she was advertising on her TikTok. So I don't know if she's gone live on, I know she goes live on Clapper. I don't know her username on there. And I know she created a favorited account and she's been posting about that. So yeah, I forget what it is, but it's posted on her TikTok. She was like kind of promoting it.
So her account is still there. She's still following me, so it's kind of weird.
Well,
But
hopefully she's out there with the deputies and animal control.
and this is just a welfare check for the animals. If the animals are good, I do believe in law enforcement. So if they deem the animals okay and in good condition, then this was all for a cause and effect. I also did text him with my vet's information. So if he needs to get an on-call vet out there, he knows a lot of vets that will come to the property. I did ask him to provide me with pictures so I can send to my vet. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys. And hopefully we'll save these babies.
Yep.
And we're not
Thank you
too late.
guys for the gifts. Wasn't paying attention, so I
Oh, you
appreciate
guys,
that.
I wasn't even paying attention at all.
I
I don't
didn't
ever
until
pay
I was just fixing
attention.
to click off. But I do appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that covers her, brings awareness to her, because I don't follow her. So I really didn't know much about her until today.
I didn't follow her either. Now I know she's followed me, and that's what bothers me. She knows what I do. Why didn't she reach out to me?
Yeah, she gave you an excuse. What was the excuse when you asked her that in our live? You said you follow me. Why didn't you reach out? And she said, oh, she gave an excuse. I'll have to watch Scam's replay. But she did give an excuse, the reason she didn't reach out to you.
At that point, to be honest, I think I wasn't even listening to the
Blacked
words
out.
that were flowing.
Well, I do
So
appreciate y'all.
thank you. I appreciate you too, Marlisa. And again, I'm working on making the Caitlyn's video from this, well, her live stream from this morning public. It was about 26 minutes, so that will be available on my YouTube shortly. And I wanted to see also, yeah, there are more recent videos. Yeah, I've been going through them. I've been combing through them with a fine tooth comb to try to get different clues and get information and collect information up. But OG, do you mind if I post this live stream on my YouTube as well, since it
Go
has to
ahead.
do with Caitlyn?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Yeah,
so
you can.
much.
You're welcome. You could
I
post
appreciate
anything.
it. Thank you.
I'm
I
all over
mean,
the place.
I do anyway, but like with certain people, I do
No,
ask.
no.
Like,
No,
if
you're
it was up to Caitlyn, she wouldn't want me posting her. She would say no, but I would still post her anyway.
no, you're good. You could post anything that I'm do on the internet. I'm fine with that. I don't hide anything. I'm very transparent. So,
Yep,
um,
same here. Anybody's willing to post any of my materials or share anything. My YouTube is the @ symbol. So @ scamslam411.
Yay.
all right, y'all. You guys have a good day. Thank you for the gifts. I didn't even see them. I'm sorry. Marlisa, thank you for seeing something, saying something, and that. Thank you, Rory. That's what it's all about, because the animals can't speak for themselves, so it takes us to speak. So I'll keep y'all updated what's going on. I did let the deputy know, Scam Slam, that to reach out to you for any evidence, and he just gave me a thumbs up. So,
Okay, perfect. Yep,
all
I'll
right,
have
y'all.